The Wild West was a time of great excitement and danger, and some of the firearms used during this period were especially extreme. Here are a few of the most extreme guns of the Wild West. Gatling Gun. The Gatling Gun was a rapid-fire machine gun that could fire up to 1,200 rounds per minute. It was used by the US Army during the Indian Wars and was instrumental in the Battle of Little Bighorn. The Gatling gun was a revolutionary weapon that was designed by Richard Gatling in 1861. It was one of the earliest machine guns and was capable of firing up to 1,200 rounds per minute. The gun consisted of multiple barrels that rotated around a central axis, with each barrel firing one shot per revolution. This allowed for rapid and continuous firing, making it a powerful and deadly weapon on the battlefield. During the Indian Wars of the late 19th century, the US Army used Gatling guns to devastating effect. In the Battle of Little Bighorn in 1876, Gatling guns were used against the force of Lakota and Cheyenne warriors, contributing to the eventual defeat of the US Army. The Gatling gun continued to be used by US Army through the Spanish-American War and the Philippine-American War at the turn of the 20th century. It was eventually replaced by newer, more advanced machine guns, but its impact on warfare cannot be overstated. In addition to its military applications, the Gatling gun was also used in other contexts such as protecting gold shipments in the Wild West and in the construction of railroads. The gun remained in use until the early 20th century, when it was largely supplanted by other weapons. LEMAT revolver. The LEMAT revolver was a unique weapon that featured a 9-shot cylinder and a separate shotgun barrel. It was used by Confederate soldiers during the Civil War and by cowboys during the Wild West. The LEMAT revolver was a unique firearm that was invented by Dr. Jean-Alexandre LEMAT, a French-American firearms designer in 1856. The revolver was originally intended for use by the French military, but it was later adopted by the Confederate Army during the American Civil War. It was also popular with cowboys and outlaws during the Wild West era. The LEMAT revolver was unique in that it featured a 9-shot cylinder for its revolver component, as well as a separate shotgun barrel located underneath the revolver barrel. This made it a versatile weapon that could be used for both long-range and short-range combat. The shotgun barrel could be loaded with a buckshot or other types of ammunition, while the revolver cylinder could be loaded with traditional revolver cartridges. During the Civil War, the LEMAT revolver was particularly popular among Confederate officers who appreciated its versatility and firepower. It was used in several famous battles, including the Battle of Gettysburg and the Siege of Vicksburg. After the Civil War, the LEMAT revolver continued to be used by cowboys and outlaws in the Wild West. It was particularly popular with bandits and other criminals who appreciated its ability to deliver both long-range and short-range firepower. Winchester Model 1873. The Winchester Model 1873 was a lever-action rifle that was popular during the Wild West. It was known for its accuracy and reliability and was used by lawmen and outlaws alike. The Winchester Model 1873, also known as the Winchester 73, was a lever-action rifle that was introduced in 1873 by the Winchester Repeating Arms Company. It quickly became one of the most popular rifles of the Wild West era and was used by lawmen, outlaws, and civilians alike. The Winchester Model 1873 was known for its accuracy, reliability, and durability. It was chambered in a variety of calibers, including 44-40, 38-40, and 32-20, which made it a versatile weapon for hunting and self-defense. The rifle's lever-action mechanism allowed for rapid and smooth cycling of the gun, making it a popular choice for both target shooting and hunting. The Model 1873 was also used by law enforcement agencies, including the Texas Rangers and the U.S. Marshals, who appreciated its accuracy and firepower. In addition to its practical applications, the Winchester Model 1873 also became a cultural icon of the Wild West. It was featured in numerous Western films and television shows, cementing its status as a symbol of the frontier era. Colt Single-Action Army. The Colt Single-Action Army, also known as the Peacemaker, was a 6-shot revolver that was widely used during the Wild West. It was known for its durability and a favorite of lawmen, outlaws, and cowboys. The Colt Single-Action Army, also known as the Peacemaker, is a legendary 6-shot revolver that was introduced by Colt Manufacturing Company in 1873. It quickly became one of the most iconic firearms of the Wild West era and was used by lawmen, outlaws, and cowboys alike. The Peacemaker was known for its durability, simplicity, and ease of use. It was chambered in a variety of calibers, including .45 Colt, .44-40, and .38-40, which made it a versatile weapon for hunting and self-defense. The revolver's single-action mechanism allowed for quick and accurate shooting, making it a favorite of lawmen and cowboys who needed a reliable weapon for their dangerous work. The Peacemaker was also a favorite of outlaws who appreciated its firepower and sleek design. The Colt single-action army became a cultural icon of the Wild West and was featured in countless Western films and television shows. Its distinctive design with its polished steel frame and walnut grips is instantly recognizable to firearms enthusiasts and casual observers alike. The Colt single-action army remains a popular collector's item and is highly sought after by firearms enthusiasts. Its historical significance, timeless design, and association with the Wild West have made it one of the most beloved firearms of all time. Derringer. The Derringer was a small single-shot pistol that was easy to conceal and popular with gamblers and other unsavory characters. It was often used in duels and other illegal activities. The Derringer was a small single-shot pistol that was popular during the mid to late 19th century. It was named after Henry Derringer, the gunsmith, who first designed and manufactured the weapon in 1850s. The Derringer was known for its compact size and ease of concealment, which made it a popular choice for gamblers and other unsavory characters who needed a weapon that could be hidden in a pocket or a boot. It was a popular choice for women who could easily carry it in a purse or handbag for self-defense. The Derringer was typically chambered in .41 or .44 caliber and featured a single-shot mechanism that required the user to manually reload after each shot. While it lacked the firepower of larger weapons, it was prized for its portability and the element of surprise it provided in close-quarters combat. The Derringer was often used in duels and other illegal activities, where its concealable size and deadly accuracy made it a formidable weapon. It was famously used by John Wilkes Booth to assassinate President Abraham Lincoln in 1865 and was later used by Jesse James and other notorious outlaws. Sharps Rifle. The Sharps rifle was a single-shot rifle that was known for its long range and accuracy. It was used by buffalo hunters and soldiers during the Indian Wars. The Sharps rifle is a single-shot rifle that was developed in the mid-19th century by Christian Sharps and an American firearms inventor. The rifle was known for its accuracy and long range, making it popular with buffalo hunters and soldiers during the Indian Wars. The Sharps rifle featured a falling block action, which allowed for quick and easy reloading. It was chambered in a variety of calibers, including .50 to 70 government and .45 to 70 government, and was capable of firing accurate shots at distances of up to 1,000 yards. The rifle was first used during the Civil War, where it was used by Union sharpshooters and made a name for itself as a reliable and accurate weapon. After the war, the Sharps rifle gained popularity among buffalo hunters and frontiersmen who used it to hunt buffalo and other large game. During the Indian Wars, the Sharps rifle was used by soldiers to great effect, as its long range and accuracy made it a formidable weapon against Native American tribes who were fighting to protect their land and way of life. The Sharps rifle remains a popular collector's item and is highly sought after by firearms enthusiasts. Its historical significance, innovative design, and association with the Wild West have made it one of the most iconic rifles of all time. Overall, these firearms are among the most extreme and iconic of the Wild West. They represent a unique period in American history and remain popular with collectors and history enthusiasts today. One positive aspect of the Wild West era was the spirit of individualism and self-reliance that it fostered. In a time when the West was still being settled and law and order were not always established, people had to rely on their own skills and resourcefulness to survive and thrive. This spirit of independence led to many innovations in fields such as agriculture, ranching, and mining, as people found new and creative ways to make a living on the frontier. It also led to the development of new technologies and inventions such as the Colt revolver and the Winchester rifle, which were born out of the need for self-defense and protection. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.